So, a lot of people say that Summonzon is just a stepping stone to Multishot. I disagree. It is the same thing. So, for this build, we're going with a Multishot Summonzon. Max out your decoy and your Valkyries, as always, and your strafe. Where we're going to differ is on this passive tree here, we are going to get our Multishot up to the 24 arrows. Then, you can dump a few points into critical strike to help out your decoys, a few points into pierce to help out your decoys, though you won't need it with a Bariza, and then you dump the rest into penetrate just to help your strafe damage, because what else are you going to do with it? I mean, you might as well, you could put it into evade to bump up your speed, I guess. To keep level 30, I do have to use all passive magics. I got one max damage charm there. I am using the Dark Adherent as my main set, the Disciple set. Still have this with the 3 sockets in it and stuff. 3 socket G-Face, kick-ass bolts, Raven, which actually comes off. I forgot I was testing out the gear. Another ring. Any castrate rings will do here, as long as you're somewhat in that, trying to get to that 48 break point. That's really where you want to be. You can also run this without the set here, but you do hurt on res. I just tried running a 300 Kyrgyzstan with harpies on it, and got my shit kicked in immediately because I had 13 fire res and had to switch back to the disciples. I do have a wrath on switch when I don't have the Atmos for proc when I'm running the disciple, just to deal with the physical immunes, but you can obviously have a CTA on swap and do that same stuff. So why would you run this over anything else? Or regular multi-shot, I should say. Well, for one, you still have your decoys, which puts Ubers on easy mode. You can do, obviously, Ubers that with a GG'd out multi-shot bow is on. It's probably super easy. You just hold down your strafe. But you always run that risk of getting one shot and not having your stuff up. This still has that lockdown ability on the bosses. The decoys have just enough life. The Valkyries really don't survive, but if you're casting fast enough, you can just lock the bosses in place and go to town on them. The other reason is, well, this is cheaper. I mean, you generally have to get, materials and stuff. You don't need to do that running this because you are so safe still using your decoys as blockers. You still have your 3 Valkyries too. You don't even really need to use the decoys on tier 1s and tier 2s. You really only use them to clump things up. They do decent damage, but you still have great single target damage and the absolute base clearing ability that comes with multi-shot. And I think this is sort of where I'm going to keep this. I think I've finally figured out how I want to run this. It is a perfect hybrid of everything, and I am pretty much done with this. Weapons. You can go with the Wind Force, obviously. I'm going with the Bariza just because I like the Bariza, but I tried out everything. I tried out Mists, I tried out Witch Wilds, I still have my Demon Machine. You can still run that, so if you want to flip over and just play regular Summonzon, you can still just do that and run strafe, and you're completely fine. Beyond that, let's go check out the map.